You ever just want to be on time for once in your life? Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm on time. And sometimes I'm not. Although, my dogs did get fed on time, so take that, Courtney. Hello. I'm DC. I'm a multi-level marketing dropout, and I've got time blindness. How are y'all? Today, we're talking about a multi-level marketing rep, and I don't know what company she's a part of. I remember that I auto-record her. I don't remember why I auto-record her, meaning I don't remember what company she's a part of, but I do know that she is targeting service members and that she's also targeting dependents. So if you don't know what that means, spouses of... I say spouses because to qualify as a dependent, you have to... which way is my braid going? Are we going under? You have to... For the military here in the United States, I think you have to... I'm 100% sure you have to be married to be a dependent, and then a child is a dependent. So, but to be in a multi-level marketing company, you have to be 18 years or older. So that's fun. This specifically is service members who have gotten out of the military. I am 12% sure it's Enagic because it's talking about big ticket sales. And then also on the Facebook page, it said they've left World Financial Group. So a lot of the World Financial people have pivoted from World Financial Group to Enagic because of the big monies. I don't have a good intro. I've just got my drinks. Well, I've got a third one. So, in case you wonder what this is, I'll tell you when I get back. Hopefully my intro works.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool.
I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
Look at that. All right. If you're a member, you know I say infiltrating. I'm legally infiltrating a certain, wellness, hair cult on this month. So if you want to support me with an acorn, although I know that's just a coffee cup, but I've switched it from coffee to an acorn. You can do that here. So thank y'all so much to the people who have so far. Yes, I've already braided my hair several times today, but it is what it is. Love to see the new peeps. Love to see the squirrels, the neurokin, the floofs, the baby snarks, all y'all. The toddler snarks. There are some snarkies, the baby snarks, who have been in the womb, that are outside the womb, that are toddler snarks now, and I don't know how I feel about that, other than I'm very excited. Hello, 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 hello. Hello to our mods. Y'all are incredible. The shit y'all put up with, I don't know how you do it other than I'm grateful. I'm very, very, very grateful. I'm DC. I'm a multi-level marketing dropout. Live chat, Aaron B's, other creators are the reason I escaped Young Living. I'm still trying to figure out how to burn candles, but working on it. I'm working on it. I go on a lot of squirrel trails here. If you're looking for a concise, non-cursy word creator, it is not me. I hope you last as long as possible. May the force be with you. Drink gremlins, welcome. If you could see my... I'm sorry, but I do have lids on most of my drinks. I don't know what else to say. We like to live react here. I'm learning how to record videos. My spoons and my chronic health have not been great this month, but I'm doing the best I can with the spoons I have. Oh, if you're crafting, let me know what you're crafting. Let me link Aaron. Also, I got out because of Savannah. And what else? This looks like a shit show right now because I'm redoing I did this last month. I'm working on this. I ran out of spoons this weekend. I don't know what else to say other than... Oh, high and a low. What's my high? What is my high? Talked to my therapist today. Went over Schmonations. I've almost pressed enter on the rental car. Still haven't bought my plane ticket yet, but here we go. Worked on my overstimulation kit for Schmonations. What else? That's my high. My low? What's my low? Chronic pain has been chronic paining, but that's it. Oh, another high. I'm streaming right now, so let's go. Crafting a new phone charm. I love that. Also, I love your profile picture. Taco shells. That sounds delicious. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I am drinking Gatorade, and I'm about to have Perrier. Also, if y'all want a good fizz, go to Aaron B's channel. It's not the opening of it. It's when Aaron pours it over ice. It's so good. It's a delightful... I don't know. It's not the clicking. You know how clicking's awful? I don't know. It's so good. Hero! How are you in Void, Cal? I spent a good chunk of the day crafting a new gate to keep Miss Mina Bun contained. Listen, if you're in the Discord and you're not in the Floof channel, looking at Mina laying on the ground with Mina's legs like just kicked out, not a care in the world, delightful. Delightful. I don't know why my colors are changing like this. Is it like rotating? I don't know what's happening. It's okay. We're working on it. 18 months. Let's go. Moving on up, baby.
Well, we're moving on now.
Oh.
To the east side.
Oh.
To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
See, I need just a light ready to go. It's too short. Y'all, Kazoo's in the chat. Marie got the job. Let's go. Also, we're doing a celebratory sober stream on the 7th. So be back. We did it. Door's coming in hot. Let's go. You fucking did it, Marie. I guess it's changing. I don't know how it's doing that, but I'm here for it. Oh, I forgot to turn my lights on. That's why. Squirrel trail. Squirrel. I hope we have a 24-month golden acorn reminder because that's my favorite one so far. Stream room. We don't have the lights set up because I have to wire the lights because I have to finish this. The painting is just not happening right now. I don't even know. There we go. Almost spilled. Well, we got to figure out the color changing because let's go. Popcorn. What are y'all eating? Yay! Tosh, also love the profile picture. Thank you for renewing your membership. Holy motherfucking shirtballs. Thank y'all to the members. You are helping me get to donations. Thank y'all to the acorn gifters. That is what this is for. I have access to this immediately. Member supporters, I get access to that on the 20th. Because YouTube does 30 days out, which I also love because I'm going to Schmonations on the 21st, so pray for me. Send me the good vibes, because be around a shampoo cult for 3 days. Oh, God. All right, let's get to it. I think this is Enagic. I think this is a water cult. We don't know. I'm not sure. How can you be anti-MLM if you're not sure? Listen, I auto-record a lot of stuff. I have no idea. I'm not sure. It's unclear. Uh-oh. Perfect! Oh, this is not thin reaction. Hold on. Presentation video? Yes! Yes! Alright, you're gonna have to tell me if the sound's off. The 21st is your birthday? Kristen, are you telling me that me reporting live from Las Vegas, you're going to have the best birthday of your life? Is that what you're telling me, Kristen? Marianne! Oh my God, your cat looks just like Gray Boy. Can we take a Gray Boy detour? I'm going to cry. What are we doing, DC? Let me tell you a story. When I lived at my last duty station, there was a cat. And I love feeding, and I know everyone's like, you shouldn't do this. Well, when you move around, sometimes you just figure out floofs to love. And there are these two stray cats. One was Gray Boy, and one was Stripey. And Gray Boy would open the back door himself. He was a goodly boy. He didn't have a tail. And yet his ear, he'd been in a couple cat fights. And he just wanted to come inside. It didn't look like he'd ever been inside before. And he just would come inside and then walk to the garage door and then he'd leave. But he just wanted some scritches, and he and Caspian were best pals. Let me just go over here. What's the point of the story? He looks just like, I say just like. I'm trying to find a good picture of him. We're finding a good picture of Gray Boy. I found a lot of pictures of Champy, our construction manager. Champy's my dog. Champy loves cats. He's an Alaskan Kleekai. I think I went back too far. I couldn't have. Holy motherfucking shirtballs. Let me look for a cat. I pulled up cat and it pulls up Caspian. Oh my god, hold on. Here we go. Sorry. Anyways, so this is Gray Boy. Okay, let me just put it to my computer. And he just wanted some love. And so I would feed him in the wintertime. And I got a little winter house for cats. These are not good pictures because he would move around a lot, so take this with a grain of salt. I do know how to focus a camera. Everyone's like, we're just supposed to do Anti-MLM, DC. Okay. We're gonna build up our spoons because I'm about to rage because this lady takes advantage of people who are ex-military and dependents, and this is Gray Boy. These are just his paws because he was just chilling. Hold on, let me find Marianne. So y'all, okay. So you see Marianne's cat, the gray with the beautiful eyes? Okay. Much prettier than Gray Boy, but, okay, I wasn't able to, oh my god. Anyways, we obviously moved. I couldn't take Gray Boy with me. He was just like a stray cat, but he was such a good cat. And he was the sweetest cat. And he and Champy were like the best friends. Champy wouldn't go after him. That's Zira. And he didn't have a tail. Like, you could tell, like, he was just... Anyways, I would feed him and Stripey every day. He kind of, like, was... There were other cats in the neighborhood, because it wasn't the best neighborhood, if that makes sense. Like, there were other cats that I would chase away because they kind of beat up on him and Stripey. And I wish, like, it wouldn't have been fair to a cat. Like, we moved around all the time. Zira's obviously prettier than Gray Boy, but it just reminded me of, like, he was so sweet. And, like, we would have to lock the doors at night because he could open the back door and, like, he'd open it, come in, want to go to the garage door. He would just want to make a loop. He just was a good cat. And then you just sit outside and read with him and stuff, and he was good. He was just a sweet cat. These are not in focus, but he was just, you know what I mean? Like, he was just a chill, sweet cat. Anyways, back to Anti-MLM. Like, the back of our house, was... The back of our house butted up to a preserve, so there was, like, deer and stuff like that, and... So we saw, like, a lot of wildlife, but then, obviously, we had our cats, so we just kind of... It was, like, peaceful back there, and... Yeah. I wish... It's difficult because initially we thought we were going to be... I thought I was going to be going to Japan, but that didn't happen. So, again, it wouldn't have been fair to Gray Boy or Stripey because that would have been too stressful on them to go through the quarantine process and all that other stuff. Anyways, let's go to Anti-MLM. Oh, also I cry a lot on my channel. Subscribe.
Oh, cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Isabel, and I'm Kendra Adams, and we've got something really exciting coming for you guys. So thank you for joining us live.
Do I need to turn her up? Do I need to turn myself down? Can y'all let me know? Why do I have low streaming quality right now? Oh my god, did my mom lower the internet? That sounded like me being a brat. I just wanted to know so I could have lowered my stream size. So this happened the other night. That's okay. We'll see what happens. Oh, that's so cute.
We're both, well, I want to say we're both military, but we are both military. I'm actually retired, did 24 years in the military, and Isabel is just approaching she just hit her 20 years, right? And we'll be approaching retirement soon. We are both high ticket sales coaches. So we help women start and sell six-figure business online. But we wanted to really open up this opportunity to not just females, but men as well, and all military. So we're hosting an exclusive military masterclass this August 6th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can see it the banner at any time. If you're not able to watch this whole video, come back and just
we're going to infiltrate the hell out of that.
Chime in later, but you can simply just comment mission and then you can get access to that. So I want to, before we kicked off, I wanted to let, put that out there. So before we introduce ourselves and tell you all about our stories, I don't know if you guys know this, okay? But 80% of veterans feel unprepared for civilian life. If you guys are watching live right now and you're military or maybe you've already transitioned out, I know that they have
I'm so sorry, Mary,
to help you transition and help you feel secure. But I know personally myself,
cats are amazing and farm cats are amazing.
I was a lost puppy. I was so lost. I was not prepared. I didn't know what I was going to do when I got out. And even though I went to TAPS and all the kind of things, the transition classes, I still did not feel like I knew what I was doing, right? And I know Isabel's going to hit on this in a little bit. But yeah, 80% still feel so unprepared. So comment below, like number one, like that's me or that was me. And kind of give us some feedback on that. Like, what did you do? Also, 12% of veterans retire or transition financially secure.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you a story. I had to stay in 4 more years. I hit my 20-year mark, Isabel. And I went through a nasty divorce. And when I went through divorce, I had one going to college and I had one starting high school. And then I had a little one and I was a single mom. And I was nowhere prepared to retire. So because for 20 years I served, but I had zero financial literacy. Zero financial literacy of like setting myself up for my future and my kid. And so I did an extra 4 years.
They do. So not that it's perfect. They do have classes for you leaving the military. Not that it's perfect. They also have financial support for you leaving the military. So you potentially, depending on if you use it before or after, you have the GI Bill. So you can also, if you do ROTC before you go into the military and then you serve a specific amount of years because you, again, officer or enlisted, whatever it is, if you go into the military enlisted or do like, or you could do officer candidate school, I'm not saying military is perfect. I'm not saying that at all. And I want to be very careful. I have to be specifically careful about what I say on my channel about this specific topic. I am a dependent. They are also using a limited view of this to get people into their multi-level marketing opportunity. Air quotes, opportunity, which is gross. And they're also bringing up things that are actual issues leaving the military or being in the military as a dependent as well.
Retired. And I still wasn't financially secure. So what is even happening? But yeah, that is so true. And
they do have counselors investing for what you should do. They have you can add something from your paycheck every single time you get a paycheck, just like any other job. It's whatever you decide to do with your income. If she was in the military and she got a divorce later on in her career, her spouse gets a certain percentage of her income. So, yes, Sarah, 100%. And did y'all know that MLMs are allowed to recruit on bases as long as they get approval from the appropriate person signing off? Which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The amount of people in the military who get taken advantage of, the amount of dependents who get taken advantage of, that MLMs are allowed to go recruit and or take advantage of people on base, that they are allowed to do that because they get written approval, or it is wild. I have first-hand knowledge. I never did that. I'm saying that I have first-hand knowledge of the person signing off on that. Gross. Gross.
Average military pension, you guys, is $2,200 a month, which is not enough to support a family long term. And I'm gonna really, really expand on that with my story because I've been retired for 6 years.
I have to go back. I didn't hear that.
Setting myself for my future and my kid, and so I did an extra 4 years.
You're prepared.
I'm still retired, and I still wasn't financially secure. So what is even happening? But yeah, that is so true. And the average military pension, you guys, is $2,200 a month, which is not enough to support a family.
The average, give me a fucking break. So you can retire at half pay. Let's say she retired as an officer. She was in for 24 years. You get a standard, whatever. Let's say you get promoted a certain, you don't necessarily have to, you can promote at scale, whatever. You promote every 4 years. You promote faster earlier on in your career. 2,200 may be for enlisted. For an officer, it's going to be a lot more. Are they targeting enlisted? Which would be shittier. We'll just look at it. We'll just look at what enlisted rank for Navy would retirement be at 24 years. In the U.S. Navy, a sailor with 24 years of active duty service would typically be eligible for retirement in their rank at which E7 Chief Petty Officer or above. How much does an E7 make in the Navy with 24 years of experience because you get a pay raise. Okay, $6,037.20. Half pay. Sorry. Like $3,000 a month. Fine. It's not $2,200 a month. It's $3,000 a month. So they get $3,000, then they go and get a job. Let's say they get into the Navy at 18 years old. Then they retire at 41 years old. They still have an entire career left. They work full time and they're getting $3,000 US a month. Do you see what I'm saying here? These people are being exploitative because these people in Enagic, which I'm guessing is Enagic, they're thinking to themselves, wow, this person has $3,000 a month that we get to have them pay into us. And then we're hoping that they make money here, but at least we have someone pouring in their $3,000 a month. Gross earnings or after tax. That's gross. Gross earnings, and then probably on top of that, they get the GI Bill. So, that's for enlisted. So, 24 years, Navy officer, what rank? 05, captain, 06 or 05. Let's say 05, lower end. Captain, Navy making with 24 years. Let's say, so that was enlisted. They're making $11,426 a month before taxes. 11,400. So they're making $5,700 a month at 41 years old. Then they are making another, that's before taxes. So, sorry, wrong. Divided by 2. $5,700 a month. They only don't pay taxes if they're deployed. But like, that's retirement pay. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make it like any better, but like, let's say you retire from the military at 38 years old. You're getting $3,000 a month before taxes, and then you have the GI Bill. So you get to go to school and then get $3,000 a month to go, and then you not only on the GI Bill, you're getting stuff to go to school, and then you get stuff to get stuff. You get money to also for, I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, yay, this is awesome. I'm just trying to say like, it's not nothing. Right. Yeah. Anyways.
Long term. And I'm going to really expand on that with my story because I've been retired for 6 years and I've lived that life. I've crossed that bridge and I know exactly what it is. And that's exactly why Isabel is doing this as well. So I can't wait for you to hear her story. So with that being said, Isabel, do you want to go ahead and kick off like a little bit about yourself? And really quick, I want to
Dude, let her talk. Dear God, Kendra.
This before we introduce ourselves, is that this military masterclass we're having on the 6th is an opportunity for you to get in the room with people who have served, okay, and people who have transitioned and they felt lost. They didn't know what they're doing.
Oh, hell no.
Right? The person who, this is for you if you are transitioning or have transitioned, okay, or if you're a military spouse, a government employee, and you're still struggling financially. Or maybe you're just not happy with your job. Maybe you're just not happy with your career. Maybe you got out and you're like, man, really want to go work another 9 to 5, or I don't want to go sit behind a desk, or I don't want to go to school anymore. I don't,
Yes.
I served 20, 24 years. Like, who's going to school and getting a job, getting a career to start all over? I'm going to tell you right now, the odds are not in your favor because the companies that are out there are hiring these younger kids.
The odds are, okay, I mean, the job market's not great right now, but if you're telling me that companies are not, that there aren't places for veterans to be hired, like, you're out of touch, Kendra. There are companies that are hiring veterans, you chicken nugget. I'm not saying the job market's great. I'm saying, like, there are companies that specifically help partner veterans up with companies that are wanting to hire veterans. I think it's Enagic. Let me just double check. I think it's Enagic because whenever Enagic talks about stuff, they never mention their name and they always say high ticket sales. Kendra. Yeah, it's Enagic. High ticket coach at Enagic Global. It's Enagic. If you're out in the wild and you see high ticket sales, oh, where's my lint roller? It's a disaster behind me. I thought I was gonna get my lights connected because I lost confidence in myself. I did the trim in the contact paper. I'm doing the edges in the contact paper. Then I'm painting, but like I lost it. I went to therapy today though. That's a win. It's Enagic. If you see in the wild and you're like, high ticket sales. Oh, is this real? No, it's not. I mean, it's real in that, like, a company exists, a multi-level marketing company exists. Enagic. If you're like, what do you mean high ticket? It's like $5,400. Is this the Godly Lobster go? Yeah, the Godly Lobster scam. I take it back. So, Heffalump and Woozle, acceptable. Numpty, acceptable. What else do we call? Chicken Nugget, acceptable. What else? Nobody from Enagic is on the fuck you list yet. If you're wondering, we don't name call. We do not, except for a few people. Fuck is fine, fuck you is not, except if you are on the fuck you list. It's too long to explain on today's live unless someone ends up on the fuck you list. Taking advantage of people in the military? Potentially on the fuck you list. We're gonna have to infiltrate this August 6th call, which if you want to infiltrate it with me, drop a 1 in the chat. Actually, drop a 6 in the chat. Drop a 6 in the chat if you want to infiltrate it with me. That would be in 2 days. Oh, yes. Lint Liquor, Tosh, an OG. Yes. Who are you calling Cootie Queen, you Lint Liquor? Yes. Yes. Piece of burnt chicken nugget. Yes. Also from a members only. You know when we said piece of SHIT, which we're not allowed to say? Piece of burnt chicken nugget. Yes. Shelby, kudos for your memory. All right. 666, let's go.
That they pay less. Okay. You're probably way overqualified with all your skills. And so, yeah, I know the military says, well, pay for your schooling and all that. But seriously, the job market it's wrecked right now. Okay. And you're probably not going to be happy because you're not going to be fulfilling your passion. So if I'm speaking to you.
What's your passion then? Oh, wait. Go figure it out and then go to school for that. Kendra? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. How's the audio for y'all? Any hun who claims that, oh yeah, Lint Liquor Lady is on our fuck you list. Starving your kid? You're on our... Anyone who starves their kid is on our fuck you list. Exploiting your non-verbal daughter for channel views? You're on our fuck you list as well. Claiming you can cure your kid of autism with camel's milk? Lint liquor. Sorry, not lint liquor. Cart licking lady. Yeah, you're on our fuck you list. All y'all.
Right now, or maybe you could be a military spouse and you're at home, your husband's deployed, and you maybe feel like you're not contributing to your home. This is something that is absolutely for you. So during
Never mind. Kendra potentially is on the waiting list for the fuck you list. I know, it's like, DC, you remember the humanity in others. Kendra needs to remember the humanity in the dependents and not take advantage of people who actually, oh my God. They seem quiet. I will turn them up. Let me know if that's better.
this masterclass, let me just kind of tell you
How's that?
why you need to be there, who this is for. And you're gonna kind of, when you hear our stories, it'll make more sense of why you need to be in the room. And
can I just, this might miss maybe, there are different, is that better? This is not everyone's experience. This is just my experience. And it might be because I have anxiety and I'm autistic. I don't know. There are different communities in different military branches. I know that in the Air Force, in the fighter pilot community, that's very close-knit. Incredible. Love that for y'all. So the dependent community and the fighter pilot community with their spouses, super close-knit. Love that for y'all. There's certain rules in the military about officers and enlisted commingling, and also within officers not commingling certain ranks, like certain number of levels outside your ranks. And I know that seems like, what do you mean? That's weird hierarchy shit. It has to do with not taking advantage of like power imbalances, stuff like that. So if you end up on a base that doesn't have a bunch of officers and a lot of enlisted individuals, you can end up isolated if you're a dependent. You can also end up isolated if you're an officer. Okay? I can, as a dependent, could be friends with any of dependents of enlisted dependents. I could be friends with any dependents of any officer dependents. I would not feel comfortable sharing any information about any of my spouse stuff with any enlisted dependents because, one, my spouse is not allowed to commingle with any enlisted outside of like whatever the rules are in a professional sense, and he's not allowed to friendship commingle outside of a professional. I'm not explaining this very well, but like there's certain stuff. So if they don't have a junior officer, there's certain ranks that qualify as junior officers, and then there's other ranks that qualify as like regular officers. So unless you have a large group, you can be isolated as an officer. Enlisted, normally there's a group if you're just single. There's a group if you if you're married. A lot of them hang out with single and married if you're enlisted. And then if you have a large group of junior officers. If you're within 2 ranks, hanging out officers that way, you can get isolated quickly in the military community that way. And you might say to yourself, well, what about friends in your neighborhood? You don't have to just be friends with the military. You are correct. Next question is, DC, why didn't you make friends that way? Good question. Hey, I'm going to be outgoing. Oh, nice to meet you. Did you just move to town? Sure did. Why did you just move here? Oh, my spouse just came to, he works at the military base. Oh, what does he do? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, does that mean that y'all are going to be here for a while? Oh, probably a couple of years. Oh, so you're going to leave in 2 years? Yep. Oh, okay. Not interested really in developing a long-term or deep relationship. They didn't say this, but that's how the relationship very quickly declines. So when a majority of people find out that you're in the military as a dependent, maybe this is just me, they don't want to be friends with you on a deep, whatever kind of level, because you're not going to stay around for a long time. At least in the religious groups I tried to be around in. Yeah. Also, one of the people that I tried to be friends with, who was a dependent of someone who was enlisted, my spouse ended up, her spouse was telling her, here's long story long. I decided to be outgoing. I ended up becoming friends with a dependent who was married to someone who was enlisted, and she started becoming disgruntled that her husband was on duty every 3rd day. We were not anywhere near the ocean, okay? It was just the rotation of practice, if that makes sense. And I was like, okay. I don't know what to say in those situations. I'm just like, oh, he's on duty again? So then I asked my spouse, hey, how come you're not? My spouse wasn't, because he ended up having to do all of the investigations if something happened on a 24-hour watch. So he wasn't, they didn't want him to be not contaminated, but they wanted him to be able to have professional separation. Anyways, my spouse was like, he's not on duty every 3rd day. And I was like, what do you mean he's not on duty every 3rd day? And he was like, he's not on duty every 3rd day. He just doesn't want to be at home. And I was like, what? So that's one of the other twisty things, which is why you don't end up being friends with that, because they all know stuff about each other. They end up telling on each other. Anyways. So, back to Anti-MLM, but that's one of the pulls with the MLM community, where they say you get to keep your customers, you get to move all over, and you still get to ship all of your products because Mary Kay or Young Living, you're going to be able to keep up these relationships. And guess what? The community that you get to build with other consultants, you get to be on Zoom. You get to blah, blah, blah. You get to meet up at conferences. No one's going to care that you're moving around. We all move around. And my group that I connected with in Young Living were all military spouses. So I got sucked in. I got targeted, I guess, because I was a military spouse. And I don't like hearing that all these people on Wednesday, what's the date? Monday? On Wednesday are being targeted either because they are in the military, are getting out of the military, or are dependent. G-rated middle finger to all y'all in Enagic and all y'all in MLM who are targeting people who already have it hard enough, either trying to make friends or figure out their life after getting out of the military. Awful. You get used to it and it's like, it's still lonely. It's still hard to find a job. Think about this. You go and you try to get a job and they say, oh, how long are you gonna, you answer all the questions and they're like, oh, how long are you gonna be here for? And you're like, well, long enough. It's like, it's even hard to get a job sometimes. And do you really want to get a job on base? I mean, I guess beggars can't be choosers. I don't know. And yeah, different communities and different military branches are better than others. I've always found it difficult. It's always been a weird rock and a hard place. Maybe because of my personality. Maybe because of the strange, the way stars have aligned with the bases and the jobs that my spouse, whatever. I know there are great communities that a lot of y'all have been a part of. I don't know. But some of those stars aligning have made positions feel more vulnerable than not for me. So, this is fuckery MLM. I hate it.
Why
I love
Isabel
that.
and myself,
I love that
this
for
is
them.
the path we took.
I love
from
that for
someone
them.
who did
Truly.
serve our country, from someone who did sacrifice time with our family, from someone who thought this was the right way, not this the wrong way. I'm very thankful for my career. I learned a lot. It's my second family. It's all that. But I think that when we're in the military, you think that you are groomed to feel like that 50% retirement is going to take care of you the rest of your life, and it is not. And we're really going to harp on that and share our stories with you. And then obviously in the masterclass on Wednesday, when we see you, we're going to show you a system. We're going to show you a business model that's actually going to pay you, not based on your rank and the time that you put in. So go ahead and comment below. Yes. Okay, Isabel, you take the floor.
Okay, so I'm actually currently active duty. November will be my 20-year mark. I was searching. They tell you to prepare yourself to transition outside of the military, and what does that mean, right? For most of us, we don't know what it looks like. We have a saying, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and actually in the military, we use that tactic to keep you in because we're like, what are you going to do when you grow up?
So the way I've gotten around that, Broken Waffles, is I keep my around stuff very, very, very similar. So, like, I keep my shelving the same. I keep my desk the same. I keep my computer the same. I keep my crafting stuff the same. Like, obviously some of this stuff is new, but my bedding's the same. My my bookshelf is the same. When we, from our first duty station to law school to our next duty station, all of that stuff, like my cozy stuff, where I created like my craft area and my like my cozy reading area, all that stuff was the same. Like, so I tried to create familiar spaces, even though areas changed, if that makes sense. And then if I did have to replace something, I would completely like say, okay, I'm okay replacing this thing with this other thing I found on Facebook Marketplace, if that makes sense. And like art is my thing, or stuff that y'all send me is my thing. So like I get attached to memories. So stuff that Lynn has sent me, stuff that like Lisa the Cat Mom, stuff that Amy, stuff that Jessica, stuff that Jen, like memory stuff. Makes me sentimental. So when I get to look at that, like that makes me feel like, okay, I get to take my safe things with me from place to place. No, I do not like moving. Like when all my plants died, oh my God, stop crying. I had kept all these plants alive from this one duty station. Like I had this whole kind of essentially like a whole greenery like situation from our entire time at this one duty station through COVID. I transferred them all to our last duty station, and I had to go to see my aunt who was getting sicker and sicker. And when I came back, the person who was watching them, basically all my plants were dead. So like that kind of stuff like breaks me, but just stuff like that like makes me like being able to like carry like my like pictures that are easy to take with me, or like my safe stuff. Like cat, oh my God. This is hard to like react to, because like this is why I don't react to like Young Living or Mary Kay or like this military stuff is very painful. Like I can imagine if you're in Arbonne, like it'd probably be hard to watch Arbonne stuff, or in other MLMs it'd be hard to watch MLM stuff. Like Caspian has been with me every single duty station, every single year like I've been married. Like having your dog with you makes like every single new place feel okay, or every unsafe thing feel okay. But it's like he's not going to be with you for your whole life. So it's like, yeah, moving around's hard. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. But yes, broken waffles. Moving around's very hard for me. I would live in the same place if I could. Honestly, I'd live in a hobbit hole if I could. With really good internet. Okay.
Grow up, because most of us want to get out at 4, 8, and 10, and then by 10 years in, you're like, well, might as do the 20.
Yeah.
So that's happened to me. Actually, I was at 10 years in, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get out. And then I was currently dating my husband, and he was like, I did 4 years, got out. The market's not good, right? So he's like, what are you going to do when you get out? And he's like, you have 10 years left. You should just stay in. And so I did, right? So 20 years in, and I'm looking about options for retirement, right? Do I retire 20? Do I retire 22? Do I retire 24? What does it look like? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at my finances. I was a bit more conscious about my money, right? I did do the whole real estate thing, right? You purchase a home where you are stationed
You're
at.
Okay.
good, Joan. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So I actually have 3 properties. And I'm really thankful
Oh,
that
good. Proud of you. I did not do that.
yeah, so I have 3 properties, but with properties means you want more, right? And
Mhm.
so what was going to be my vehicle to achieve more, right? So real estate is kind of slow and you have a lot of hiccups and things like that. So I was looking into real estate and being a realtor, and I was like, okay, I like looking at homes, but I don't like the realtor hustle. So then I was thinking of my kids.
If you don't like the realtor hustle, you're not going to like the MLM hustle. I'll tell you that right now.
It's right. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And I was thinking about how much time I'm going to spend with them, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I think like I wasn't unmasking then either. And now unmasking and the chronic pain stuff, like it's becoming even more difficult. So, like our last unpacking was very like I know like if you're not autistic it doesn't make sense, but like I hid and I cried my eyes out. And our unpacker was incredible. So like it doesn't make sense if you're like, "Oh, I can't understand." Like the more that I'm unmasking, the more difficult. And I didn't even know what unmasking was then. Like I just knew the more chronic pain I was in, the less spoons I had to mask. The less spoons I had to cover up my sound sensitivity and my hearing issues and stuff like that. So the moving was getting harder and harder. So yeah.
I was like, okay, what if I do a franchise? I was looking into a franchise. What does that look like? And then so you need investment, right? Any franchise, you need some sort of investment. And then so I just kept searching, kept thinking. I'm still thinking like, what does it look like to retire at 20 with only about, $2,200 to $2,500 a month, right? And then they do say like you have the VA benefits, but to get the VA benefits, you have to go through months and months of, appointments and, all that goes through the VA. And then to qualify there, you're only 50% disabled, or you stay at 90, but you never go above 90, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was searching, and then this came up, right? And in my story, this hits all my wickets, right? I can work from anywhere. I can be present for my kids, and I can be a caregiver to my mom. My
Yeah.
mom currently has stage 4 cancer, and
Oh,
she's been
apologize. I didn't apologize. I mean, apologize. Apologies, y'all. I didn't realize. Just content warning, MLM. Apologies, apologies, apologies.
needing my help and obviously the support of my family. So that meant that I couldn't get a 9 to 5 job, right? If my mom has a medical appointment, I can be like, oh, PTO, or, this, they're going to be like, well, put in your 2-week notice. You can't. And actually my mom's about to have surgery in
You can get you can take time off. In the military you can. You can. You can also save it. Okay, I'm not trying to be like I'm telling you from personal telling you, I mean, maybe she didn't have enough to be a full-time caretaker. I know my father-in-law ran out taking my mother, taking his wife to radiation, and then I went up and took her for 5 or 6 weeks. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know their story. I don't know all of the details. I have no idea.
In a couple weeks, and I can't just say I'm going to take 2 weeks off to take care of my mom. That wouldn't work in a 9 to 5 job.
They would not.
In the military, though, you can take the 2 weeks if you have it, though, because you have that time. The military, you can do that. You have the time saved up. They can sign off on it. She is still in the military. If she took her mom to the appointments, sometimes they will also allow late start. Also, a lot of times they will allow you to come in as early as you want. Like, sometimes they allow you to come in at 6 a.m. and if the appointment's not till 11, you can go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get half your workday done. Then you go pick up your mom 11 to 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I missing here? You can request leave too. And the military, maybe even more so than a job, they will let you use up your leave in one straight fell swoop. What do I know? Just a Navy dependent.
Not care. Yeah.
They would not care. And even in a franchise, right? If I just open my franchise, like most of entrepreneurs have to be there the entire time, right? Because it's their investment, right? It has to work for them.
Yeah.
So that, and then the other thing was like the health and wellness, right? I've been on a health and wellness journey for about 5-6 years since I got pregnant with my first baby. I've just changed everything about, or the perspective of what we put in our bodies, right?
Yes.
When it
Yeah.
comes to food.
Fucking Enagic. Scaring people, number 1. Appeal to fear. Appeal to nature. Appeal to fuckery. God. Appeal to bullshit in honor of broken waffles. Just everything.
Anything that we're exposed to, right? I know people were like, "Oh, you're crazy because everything's toxic," right? And
The air we breathe is toxic. It's
you're breathing in, you're breathing toxics, and I'm like, I understand, but we have to be purposeful when it comes to some of the things we do, right? We can't control what we can control, but there's things that I choose to have those options.
Yes. Okay, so that's such a beautiful testimony too, because I think when we first got on the phone and we talked about you coming and starting this business and what it would do for you and your family, right now you're actually on a humanitarian type duty because your mother is in such a critical state, which sending all the prayers and love to your family.
Oh, thank you.
But people don't think about this. They don't think about this. Like, when you're in the military, or even if you retire and you want to go get a second job, this is what the military don't think about, because when you are in the Navy, we do get a little spoiled in that because, even though they say your kids don't come in your sea bag, like there's got to become a point where it's needs the Navy at the same time, right? And they could make you separate, but you're so close to it. They put you on a humanitarian duty so you could take care of your mom full time, which obviously she needs that because you're 100% her caregiver. But when you retire and if you go get a second job to supplement your income, they do not care. You are going to get fired.
Yes.
You are not going to last long, and that's a common misconception of people who retire. They think like, oh, I have all the benefits, I have all the qualifications, someone's just going to hire me immediately. But again, you're number one, you're probably overqualified. They don't want to pay you what you're worth, so they're going to hire the young kid, and so
It's not an either or fallacy. I mean, that's an either or fallacy, what she's throwing out there. Either you're going to get paid shit, and you're not going to get, or you're either going to get paid shit because, you're either going to get paid shit because no one's going to pay you what you're worth, or no one's going to hire you because you're overqualified. Enagic is some of the most slimy marketing in multi-level marketing.
So you're just taking those proactive measures to like build that exit strategy for you and your family because it's absolutely what you do not want to do, right?
Yes.
Your scale is like you want a whole lot more, but most people, like I said, they're so small-minded when they get out, they don't know what's out there. They don't know what to expect. They assume.
They don't know what to expect. Do you understand? What? I don't even know what is happening right now. My job won't count it against my vacation or sick days. They just let me take the time as long as I still get my job done. I love that for you. The 9 to 5, it is called, what is it called? This guy was talking about it. I was watching somebody's commentary video on that guy, that dad who went from the 9 to 5 to being a full-time dad influencer, and then found out that he was begging for money on TikTok, and he was like whining about it or something. And this marketing guy was talking about, it wasn't villainization marketing, it was something. He was talking about it on TikTok, and I think, well, maybe it was exactly what you were saying. Maybe it was villainization marketing, but it's a specific thing in marketing where something has to be the villain. And in MLM, 9 to 5 is the villain. And if something isn't the villain, then MLM loses out. Aren't MLM people also the ones who brag about being able to work straight after giving birth while a loved one is in the emergency? Yep. Hannah Alonso did the video of him. Kiki Chanel did too. Someone else did. But there was a guy. Let me see. There was one clip of this TikToker who was talking about a specific type of marketing that was just interesting to me when he was talking about the psychology of why things have gone amok for this dad TikToker. It was just really interesting.
Oh, I'll just get that retirement and I'll be able to live on it. And that is not the case with inflation. And I'll talk about that when I talk about my story with my husband and I as well. But yeah, so do you have anything else you want to add to that? We can ping off each other as well, but
let her answer the damn question. Kendra?
I just want to say,
can I just, I do this too. Ask a question, let the other person answer.
When are you retiring?
So I'm actually thinking about retiring early, so within the next 12 months, just so I could get myself aligned and use all the military benefits, right? We have TAPS class, we have Skill Bridge, and
Yes.
then
I know.
obviously,
I wanted you to talk about that.
yeah. So sometimes they do have things for us in the military to transition out, but most of us don't take advantage of it. And most of us don't even know what it is to sign up for these things. And most people were just like, I want nothing to do with the military, I just went out. So they don't take advantage of TAPS or Skill Bridge. And so I want to retire within the next 12 months so I can take advantage of all these and just polish my business, right? Build
Yes.
connections and go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I did not take Skill Bridge, but I did TAPS, and I didn't understand anything when I was in there for 10 days.
Yeah.
Happy I got to take the uniform off for 10 days and wear my regular clothes. I felt like a boss. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
just
even
checking the block.
that's even way before I retired, because I retired 6 years ago. I've been in this high ticket space and the company we're in now for not even 2 years yet. So yeah, crazy story. My story is when I did retire, I was an entrepreneur in the low ticket sales, right? And
WFG? Was it World Financial Group? Was it World Financial Group? Because I think it was. Kendra. Let's just be nosy for half of a second. Oh, she was in Lime Life. No, she spoke at Lime Life Palooza in 2023. Okay. In 2024, she achieved my highest income producing month in 10 years. Lime Life Palooza speaker, top enroller, and number 4 top seller globally. Lime Life by Alcone 2022 senior. I thought she was in WFG. That must be the other lady. Lime Life by Alcone, my bad. Just kidding. That makes way more sense. So let me look at this other. Why was I thinking WFG? That makes way more sense. Fempire Fund? What is that? That's an income claim. You're breaking so many rules here. That's okay. Let's report this later.
at the time, I wasn't making but like $1,000 a month.
You were number 4. You're a number top 2 enroller and number 4 top seller globally, and then you were only making $1,000 a month in Lime Life? Ma'am? Hello? Personally sold $101,025 in 2021, but you were only making $1,000 a month? You were number 4 top enroller globally, number 13 top enroller in the U.S. market, and you're only making $1,000 a month? What? What's up, Wendy and Knox? What? So then why not advocate for your fellow soldiers instead of selling MLM products? Becca, the world fucking wonders.
But my goal, Isabel, was like, I can just supplement the extra I'm losing from the retirement, right?
Mhm.
But I don't know if you guys know this, but hear me out for a
Oh, my bad. She was talking about the Navy. My bad.
second. So when I started this video, I told you guys the average pension for a military retiree is $2,200. That is not a lie. Okay. So I did 24 years in the military.
She did 24 years in the military. Hold on.
I retired as a chief. Okay. I was a YNC. And
She was a. Okay, we're going to look this up. she was a yeoman, so I don't know if she was, so she was an E7. She probably worked for an admiral at one point. Uh, 24 years, E7, retirement pay. 60% of their average high, 36 months of basic pay. $20 equals 50% plus 2.5% for each additional year. If the average is $7,500, the monthly retirement pay would be 60% of that, or $4,500 a month. $4,500 a month. Right? $4,500 a month. So she's making it seem like she didn't get anything, like that her retirement pay was shit. Yes, Forever Living is or was an MLM. $4,500 a month. I'm not saying 4,500 isn't great. I'm saying 4,500 isn't shit. Am I, like, that's not wildly bad. She and her dependents get basically, like, they get health care. They don't have any health care costs. Yes, 4,500 US. 4,500 plus free health care. And if she wants select, meaning she can go wherever she wants, like, that's a little bit extra. So if she wants to be able to have to get a referral, that's free. For her kids, free. Oh. Yeah, and Texas has 0 income tax. There's states that have 0 income tax. What states have 0 income tax? Alaska, Florida, Nevada, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, Wyoming. Guess where Miss Ma'am lives? I'm not going to tell you, but she lives in an income tax-free state. I'm not trying to say like she has it good, but she has it decent. She has the GI Bill. And you can gift your GI Bill to your kids. She has free healthcare. She has $4,500 a month, which I didn't know was 60%, so she's better than what I thought. She lives in a income tax-free state. She has when I say free healthcare, she can gift her GI Bill to her kids. She has $4,500 a month. I don't know. Okay, bye, Sarah. Sorry. Yeah, I don't want to tell people where she lives, so just go ahead and delete that, Elizabeth, if you can. Yeah, I just wanted to say that she's in an income tax-free state. I just didn't want to tell people where she lives. I mean, it's public, but... Plus any VA disability compensation, tax-free, exactly. Yeah. Just wild. It's just, this kind of stuff, like, just gets me right in my soul. Excuse me, sorry.
Best rate in the Navy, by the way. No, I'm kidding.
We all the same.
We all say the same thing. Best rate in the Navy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got my retirement, right? And it's, you guys won't believe this, but it's $2,700 a month.
Why? She retired E7. Why? Why? Navy Chief Yeoman, 24 years of service, can expect a retirement pay of approximately 60% of their average high 36 months of basic pay, according to the U.S. Department of Defense. This is calculated based on the High 3 retirement system, which is the system in place for those who entered service before January 1st, 2018, and she entered in 1995. Huh? And some states have zero taxes on military retirements.
Wow.
That is nothing. That
Exactly.
will not pay, that pays half my mortgage payment.
I mean, you obviously don't need those shells behind you because there's shit on them. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Elizabeth, cool. Sorry. Y'all know how my reading is. My bad. Sorry. Members entering service before January 1st, 2018. Retirement pay percentage, 60% of the average of the highest 36 months of pay. 20 years equals 50% plus 2.5% for each additional year. Do I not understand what's happening? Good night, Broken Waffles. Can someone who's not me tell me why I'm not understanding why she's only getting $2,200 a month?
Literally. Okay. And so
Literally, even though I just said it, I'm saying literally because obviously I could be lying, but I'm totally not.
when you're in,
Vanessa, hero. Vanessa, what time is it for you right now? Is it it is, God dang it, what time? It is August, for me, it's August 4th at 8:32 p.m.
the military and you're thinking like, okay, like if I would have gotten that $2,700 a month 15 years ago, that probably would have paid for my apartment or something like that. But that only paid for my daughter's 2-bedroom house right now for rent that's in Texas, which is super, just wild to me, right? So,
Stop telling us where your kids live. Thanks. 11:32 a.m. I'm Queensland. You don't have daylight savings? So is it August 5th there?
you really do have to think about when you get out, like you do have to have a full-time
Oh, she has a super big house. I'm sure.
and supplementing is just not quite there. And I'm going to share a story with you too. And my husband, hope if you're watching, I love you. Like this is not, but it's truth. Okay, my husband is retired SWIC. He's Special Forces, and my husband.
Why are you saying this shit on the internet, Kendra? God dang. You have no... I cannot with her. Really? I cannot with her. Feeling good about who you're associated with? Really?
And has just recently locked arms with me in this business. And he's a little nervous, you guys.
Let's see your downline. See your ghost account? Oh. Is there an echo? I don't...
He's a little nervous.
It's her microphone. Yeah. Her house has a bit of an echo. God. Can I just tell y'all this? Don't get your, don't boost your ego by just sharing information on the internet that's not yours to share. Cool. God dang.
And then I'm going to shift to why I really picked this business model to plant my flag at in a second. But I want to share this story with you because it's really what a lot of military struggle with, because they struggle with their identity of what they're going to do when they
Talking about somebody who struggles with their identity when you just got some kind of boost by telling us what your husband did when he was in the military. Ma'am.
retire, right? Because they think they can only do one skill set, like, okay, I'm good at administration, but administration is security clearances, like personnel and pay and
How old do we think she is? 50? What is she? Do we think she's 53? So 95. 48? Hold on. I'm trying to check up on something. I'm trying to see if she was in any other MLMs. But I think she must have just been in. I'm surprised she would have chosen. Maybe she's not 50. Maybe she's 40. Anyways.
all these different things. I'm like, what am I going to do when I get out? So then you go get a fluffy degree like a business administration that serves you nothing when you get out. But even the military pushes you for you to get a degree. I understand they want to push personal development, but it's no speaking of like what you can turn that into on the outside. It really, really isn't, right?
Right.
Unless you're like an IT or something like that. Like my husband, he's really good at.
Yeah. I think the reason I am surprised that she is a lying liar. She's a lying liar. The only thing I'm going to tell y'all is this. She's a lying liar. Maybe I'm wrong. Unless this is wrong. She is severely inflating how much she's paying for what her Navy benefits give her towards her mortgage payment. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I do not like being lied to. And she's doing it to sign people up for her multi-level marketing company, and it's fuckery, Kendra.
Shooting guns, like he would be on the back of the boat shooting the 50 cal. Like that's what he loves to do. What are you going to do when you retire?
Yeah, most military jobs don't translate.
Oh, y'all stop. You can work. Stop it right now. Y'all know that's a lie. You know that's a y'all know how many I can't say that on the internet. Live chat, can you just trust me? That what they are saying right now, specifically about Kendra's husband, that his job, if true about what he did before, he could have done his specific job as a contractor after he retired. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. Okay. There literally are so many jobs. Specifically, maybe he didn't want to do any of them. That's fine. There are so many jobs. It is almost impossible to not get one if he wanted to do anything related to what he did before for him to not have gotten one. Okay? One, they translate very well. And two, he literally could have done exactly what he was doing before. They both don't know what they're talking about. Literally do not know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about.
To the civilian world, and most people don't want to work in a government job.
Right.
Oh my God. You know how much more you get paid? This is not the case for everyone. I will tell you this. For her husband specifically, I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he doesn't want to do what he did before. Maybe he doesn't. Cost-wise, whatever. Can I say this? I don't know. I guess you could look it up. He could make... I mean, I guess risk. I get that. I understand that. He could make a lot more. Talking about a contractor position. That's... Anyways. Okay. All right.
Absolutely, which I have a story about that too. So he is working at a local range here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and he's really good at what he does, and he's getting certified.
No. Hold on.
And literally every weapon. He's a certified weapons instructor for the state of Tennessee, and he loves it. But y'all, he gets paid $17 an hour. Like, that's it. He gets paid like a minimum wage. And today he's working from 9 to 8 at night on a Saturday. Like, we didn't retire. And I tell him all the time, we didn't retire for you to be gone every other weekend and miss our daughter's football games because she's a varsity cheerleader. And so we really got to thinking of like, this is not the life we want to live. But when you retire, literally, this is what you run into. And so my husband's going through this identity shift. And so this is the reason why he got the job, because he works with Army Rangers and he works with people who likes to pow pow with the guns. And I get it. And he has purpose. But I told him,
Rude. You're being fucking rude right now, ma'am. She's being fucking rude right now. Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
babe, if you come in this business with me and you just sell one cell with our premium offer, which by the way is healing water. Okay, I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. It's
Yes.
gonna heal you from the inside out. It's a product that everyone needs in their home. And I said, you make one sale, it literally is 2.5, 3 months of his pay working at this part-time job.
Wow.
One sell.
He retired from special forces. He's making half. He's making 60%. He retired from, if maybe he retired disability. 90% disability. If he retired disability, special forces. She's not telling the whole story. Shame on her for using her husband's story to sell a water purification system. Too bad it's water purification and she is contaminating her soul to pad her bank account. I cannot.
One cell would catch him up for 3 months. And when he thought about that, he's like, you're right. Okay. Which means you have to get a little bit uncomfortable and learn a new skill set and be comfortable doing something else, because in the military, we're so identity focused. It's like when you get out of the military, nobody cares about you anymore. Nobody cares about me. Like I get one or two during chief season, the girls will be like, can you send me charge? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll sign it. You know what I mean? I'm like, thanks for thinking of me, but like nobody cares about you because you're not needed anymore.
Right.
And it's a really disheartening feeling to have that. And I can speak to that. You're not there yet, but you kind of are, because you're kind of separated from that daily life.
I have been separated for a little bit.
And it's kind of a grieving process. You know what I mean? So funny thing you said about how the military doesn't really translate to the civilian world. I paid a retired officer, I think it was like $800 before ChatGPT was real big.
Yeah.
Now I would have ChatGPT do it, you guys, but don't do what Kendra did. But I literally paid $800 because I couldn't afford, when I got out, I had to get a job. Like I had to. Like I was going to do my terminal leave, and then I was applying for jobs because I knew once my terminal leave was up, that was it. Like my pay, like it would be done. And I went and applied. There was a YNCM. She's a master chief, really good friend of mine. She's like, you need to apply for this job. It's like, I don't remember how much it was, but I told her, I'm not going to leave my kids in daycare anymore if it pays any less than like $100K a year.
Right.
Because it wasn't worth it to me to put my kids back in daycare. Like I really had to think about those things. Rosie at the time was like 4. And I'm like, I just, that. So anyway, it paid like $100K. So it's like, why not? Let me just try. So
Oh yeah, if y'all don't follow Mac Attack, he's awesome. Super smart. Pharmacist. Mac Attack talked about what alkaline water can do with essential oils. I didn't think I'd find someone I'm very angry. I feel anger. I feel outside my window of tolerance for anger and about how she is talking about her spouse, about how she's using the military, and the way that she is about both of them, but mostly Kendra. She's talking about dependence and targeting veterans and active duty military members to sign up for Enagic. It's gross.
I paid $800 to get this resume done,
Mhm.
and waited 2 weeks to be told, well, there's so many in the pipeline and we haven't made it to pipeline yet. I'm like, that was one and done for me. I was like, that's when I had already been an entrepreneur for 2.5 years. And
Does entrepreneur mean Lime Life by Alcone? Is that what it means? Is that what it means?
I was nervous because I hadn't hit it big yet, right? I wasn't making any kind of money, but I was like, that's when I really got serious about my business. And that's what introduced me obviously to this business. And so anyway, I wanted to share that with you because I think that was such a stupid move for me, but I did. But okay, so a little bit about my background. I joined the Navy when I was 17 because I got in trouble. I'm just gonna be honest. I got in trouble and ended up getting pregnant. I was going to join the military and literally just, and I hope this resonates with some people because, usually back in the day when I joined, all the bad kids went to the military back in 1995. Okay.
Are you for real? Bad kids went to the military in 1995. What? Yeah, I think they're apparently. Oh, if you haven't seen it, we've talked about it once, but there's this doctor, there's different levels that this filter you can put it on, and there's this really high level that this doctor talks about that's only for cleaning, but he says that you should put it on that and ingest it. That will cure the big C, cure the cancer. YouTube, don't even take this video down because I'm not endorsing it. I'm warning people about the fuckery. It's like level 11. And the doctor who, I don't know if he works for Kangen or if he's just a random doctor, but he's done several talks on it. And Kangen doesn't support it, but they kind of support it, allegedly. It's really twisty. And none of the reps speak up against it. None of the reps do. Not Water Jesus, not Water Barbie, not Detective Water Barbie. None of them. None of them denounce it. They're just like, oh my God, magical water filter. This will make your life better. And oh yeah, you know that doctor who tells you to ingest the level 11 water cleaner setting? Who's that guy?
And so anyway, I got pregnant and then I stayed in because I had a child and I needed to be able to support her. I didn't go to school. The goal was to go in there, go to school, get a degree and get out because the military will pay for your schooling, which is incredible. It actually paid for my daughter's school as well.
You've literally spent this entire time shitting on the military and then targeting service members, independents, and now you're saying, oh my God, school, incredible. Thank you so much.
But the card like that.
Yeah, she's 48. We've just found. Yeah, she's 48. And yeah, she's bullshitting us on the mortgage. Maybe she's not, Kendra, but it looks like you're bullshitting us on the mortgage amount. Because I don't really like being lied to. And if you're lying to pad your bank account because that is a better story, fuck the lies. Because that's really shitty to do. You should be able to sell something and do it by telling the truth than whatever's going on here. Because padding the story is information control. And it's emotional control. And just overall bullshit.
Didn't happen. Life happened to me. We'll end up, like you said, 4 years turned to 8 years. I'm like, F it. Let's just do 20. And then I did 20 and then I'm doing 24 because I got divorced and circumstances really took over my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like everything that I did growing up as a young adult was by circumstances. And I think that, and I feel really powerful now that I'm able to like really step into more of a mindset of taking control of my future. And that's something that the military doesn't teach you because you're taught to just follow orders. And when you're shifting out of the military and all that, that's a mindset shift you have to make. But then there's some people that naturally have it, right? We're going to go over all this in the masterclass, by the way. I'm working on the slides for you right now. So comment mission, masterclass this Wednesday at 6 p.m. We would love to have you in the room. Also, if you're watching live, tag.
I cannot get over that after the @ symbol, there's no space. But it's okay. My rage pulls me out of focusing on that. I also can't focus on her backdrop, but that's also okay.
Somebody, tag a friend, tag a colleague you used to work with, tag someone that you're thinking about that's just needs an opportunity.
Nobody needs this opportunity, ma'am. Nobody needs to be exploited because they're a dependent in the military. Nobody needs to be exploited because they're trying to figure out what to do after the military. It's already hard enough. They don't need to be sucked into a commercial cult. Especially Enagic.
Where they can take their time back. They don't have to worry about, missing any more birthdays and Christmases for deployments. And, I mean, what I'm trying to say is like when you get out, like I said with my husband, we didn't retire and do 20, 24 years of our life to miss our daughter's football games.
Oh, really? Did you just tell him that? Because, like, he couldn't make the decision himself? If you make so much money in Enagic, why does he have to do anything? Huh? What? Oh, her spouse gets half. You're right, Lady Midersaw. You're right. Oh my God. Yep, she did ask a question, and she doesn't want to let Isabel talk. You're right, you're right, you're right. So, 4,500, she got divorced, her spouse gets half. That's why she's only getting 2,200. So her mortgage is... Yep. I apologize. You do have a shitty high mortgage. And I guess your husband was your dependent. I guess. Does it cancel? Let me ask. I don't even know the answer to this question. It looks like if you're both in the military, they're both divided. So if you're both in the military, you get divorced, you've been married to each other, obviously, for over 10 years, it's divided to one another. So I don't know if her spouse was in the military or not. Her first spouse. I mean, depending on why. I mean, I know somebody who her spouse cheated and he got half. Her spouse cheated. She was in the military. I don't know all the details. He gets half of her retirement. He is in a long-term partnership. He never got remarried because he still wants to. I don't know all the details. But
You guys, but when you get out and you don't have any options, like you have to do what you got to do, right? And so this opportunity has helped me do that in my family, and it's definitely helping Isabel. And it's going to be not only that, but it's helping her mom in a health way, helping her family break generational curses as far as finances and health.
generational curses.
So I'm a professional squirreler, so I got to get back on track. But anyway, so yeah, I started 24 years, did all the things, and retired. And when I retired, I told you I applied for that job, didn't get it, and that was my rip the band-aid off. Never again. I'm going to go full ham sandwich on being an entrepreneur. Did very, very well for myself. Tapped into being a low ticket, walk stages as number one, did all the things, boom, boom, boom.
I thought you were number 4. Were you number 4 or number 1? She said on her Facebook. Wouldn't you, if you updated every single thing that you ever did in your company? Top and Roller with Lime Life. And Top and Roller. Oh, maybe you were Top and Roller. Never mind. She was Top and Roller in 2021. I apologize, Kendra. My bad. It didn't say number 1, so I got confused. My bad. It says number 1 here. I was confused. Inconsistent typing. Good for you. Good for you. Mini applause.
I'm building up to something because I really want to share with you why.
Squirrels. Oh, squirrels mentioned. Yes, exactly. Mila. Is it Mila or Mila? Why do I keep forgetting? I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Did I? Oh my God, Lizzie, I forgot to do membership milestone. Aaron, 25 months, let's go. 26 months. I forgot all the memberships. Okay. Oh my God. Let me just do one more membership milestone. Lizzie, MK, Tosh, Aaron, Jessica, and Lauren. We need to take a cleanser and do moving on up, and then we'll get back to it.
Well, we're moving on up to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
I just had to itch my forehead in irritation. We need to do like a non-irritating reaction tomorrow or something, because like this lady's making me sweat or something. Dear God. Oh, this should have been our thumbnail. This should have been our thumbnail. All right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Lauren, Jessica, Aaron, Tosh, MK, and Lizzie. I appreciate it. I'm very grateful. Thank y'all for looking the stream, even though we're on an odd number. I'm very, very grateful. How can you go from selling $7,500 makeup to $3,000 water filters? The market probably maxed out. And she probably was like, you know what? I don't have a market anymore for makeup. I want to make big money. We need a bomb party cleanser. You know what? We do. We do need a bomb party cleanser. Not the pyramid. I don't know where. There we go. It's terrifying going to those quote unquote big ticket sales, because once you sell a here. Sorry, we're just like going down a rabbit hole. Ah, almost here. Enagic. Agree. Do we want to read I sure do want to read this in Baby Snark.
We're just gonna go over here. We're just gonna read this in Senior Citizen Baby Snark. I'm not going to, don't worry. Cancel. God. Enagic official business statement. I don't remember this last time. Enagic is a global leader in business sales, dedicated to enhancing well-being through a portfolio of innovative high-quality products and a business model grounded in integrity and people-first values. With over 50 years of heritage in Japan and more than 2 decades in the United States, Enagic's offerings including advanced water ionization systems, filtration solutions, turmeric-based supplements, and premium Wagyu beef, reflect a steadfast commitment to excellence, transparency, and customer satisfaction. Hard return. hard return. The company's model is resolutely product-focused, with compensation based solely on product sales. Not recruitment. Just gotta take a screenshot. Oh, this is delightful. Oh my god. What a joke. The Tokurai system allows individuals to begin their business without an initial product purchase or inventory, ensuring accessibility and fairness. Distributors are independent contractors, enjoying autonomy and flexibility as they build their businesses. Enagic's patented 8-point commission system returns the majority of sales revenue to distributors, rewarding merit and performance. Enagic upholds the highest standards of legal and ethical conduct, supported by robust compliance and a focus on consumer protection. Consumer protection. You're joking me. Products are backed by a 30-day return policy. 30 days? What? For thousands of dollars of product? Are you kidding me? And warranties of 3 to 5 years. Oh boy. The company fosters community and personal growth through the E8PA. Huh? What's an E8PA? Huh? What's an E8PA? I don't know anything. E8PA. It's an Enagic Prosperity Association. What the fuck? It's like... Well, let's look at this in a second. Sorry. It's their own association. The company fosters community and personal growth through the E8PA and demonstrates social responsibility through the Enagic Foundation's charitable initiatives. Hard return. Hard return. 30 days is nothing. Enagic empowers individuals to... initiatives. Hard return. Hard return. Enagic empowers individuals to build their own business with integrity, supported by a transparent... Is it transparent because it's water? Just kidding. Merit-based plan and a commitment to global well-being. What? We're watching this next. What the fuck?
Oh God. Where's the audio? The E8PA membership is an annual membership that is available. What? You have to pay for this. What? Earn E8PA point. Are you kidding me? It's not even an association that protects the customers. It is one that you have to pay for yourself. Why is he pulling an arrow within an inch of its life? What? Do we see this over here? Let me go to Signal. What the hell? Is this a scam? There are different types of E8PA cards available. Which one is right for me? Did we think that this was an organization to protect consumers? Does this mean like a limit, or does this mean how much it costs me to protect myself? Is this a scam? Why is there a little like box right here on the gold? Oh wait, bronze is big, silver's here, gold's here, platinum's here. What is happening? What is happening? The higher your card type, the more E points you earn. Hey, we're not a scam. Huh? For example, if your downline purchases a K8, you'll receive 100. Wow. Hey, this is this is more based off of this instead of recruiting. Hey, if your downline purchases this, you get this many points. Really? Enagic, are you fucked? What is happening? Who made this? The 90s called and they want their... What? Did we release the string and now we're floating freely into the atmosphere? E8PA are dedicated to supporting our valued Enagic distributors worldwide. Are we? Ooh, look at all that money that just hit my bank account. How can I use my E-points? Boy, if I could infiltrate an Enagic conference, at least I'd probably be able to drink water, right? If I came in with a soda, do you think that they would kick me out? Yeah, you're supposed to drink the deep cleaning services ones if you have cancer. A widow word! Dear God. Come join us. Get started today. Oh my God. No, leave me alone. Okay, Enagic. Who did this? Who did this? What makes Enagic different? We're a cult. I don't know. This is the worst. Kangen beef? Do they feed the cows with the Kangen water? Oh my God, that's why the Wagyu beef. Go in with sparkling water? Oh my God. I kind of want to go in with like subtly anti-MLM t-shirts and see. I mean, I only have to survive for 5 sessions. 6 sessions. Water. Okay. The 5 water types. That is an ugly countertop. This is the water they want you to drink if you have cancer. Removes rawness from vegetables such as green onions, bamboo, wasabi, and flowering fern with strong Kangen water. Cleaning, stain removal, dishes. The pH is 8.5 to 9.5. This type of water is perfect for drinking and healthy cooking. This electrolytically reduced hydrogen rich. It's the hydrogen water. Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, they're telling you what water you can drink. It adds alkalinity. Diane! Hero! Oh, they don't want you to drink that one. Got it. Got it. Okay, I understand. How much is it? How much is it? Products. Visit our store. No. USA. I don't want a plastic looking one. I want a metal one. New model. Yeah, I'm that person. $4,980. It's more than Kendra's mortgage. Oh my God. I'm going to react to Kendra more and then we'll say, is it more than Kendra's mortgage or is it less than Kendra's mortgage? You know the Price is Right? Is it more than this or is it less than this? Okay, Price is Right. There's a more than or less than game. You know that game. We know that game, right? Copy image. We know that game, right? No! Save image as. Everyone's like, what are we doing, DC? I honestly don't know. It's a stream of consciousness, okay? Right? More than or less than? Is it more or less than the whatever? Is if you get it right, then you're gonna get every single prize on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. So we'll do not her real house. We'll make it like a preschool house. We'll say Kendra's preschool house. 2-card solution is available. Oh boy. Max out 2 cards to buy this. Okinawa turmeric Yukon. Huh? $780 tea. Soap tea combo? Why would I want to buy soap and tea at the same time? Can you drop in the comments if you've ever spent $2,580 on tea? Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 12-month supply. No, 5 boxes. 60. How much is this? Is it $2,000? 20 boxes? Wait, how much is... Do I have to pay $2,000 a month? A living soap with natural ingredients? Did Tony steal the idea for Firmaglow from Kangen? Oh my God. Oh my God. I kind of want to hear how Kendra sells. If Kendra's so good at sales, why does her husband have to do it too? $880 for soap? How much do you wash yourself? Hey Siri, what's $880 times 4? $3,500.20? How many times do you have to wash your body? Hey Siri. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey Siri. Divide 3,000. Hey Siri, divide 3,500 by 365.
I found some web results.
No.
I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Someone smart. Okay. 365 divided by 3,500. No, 3,500 divided by 365. Huh? That's $9.58 a day? Y'all are gonna spend $9.50 a day on washing yourself? Holy motherfucking shirtballs. Oh my god, I must not care about my hygiene enough. I must not care about what? Al, do you spend $9.50 a day on soap? Did I not divide that correctly? $3,500 a year on soap? Oh my god, that's just on soap. Listen. If Kendra can't even afford her mortgage payment, how can she even afford the Yukon soap?
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? Oh my god. I can't even afford to go to Monations right now. I certainly can't afford to wash myself with Enagic soap. You know, I don't even understand. Enagic's like, you know what? Where's my microphone? I just use my crochet hooks. Just use a lot of them. Oh god. Enagic's like, you know what we should do? We'll just make some soap and we'll make it really expensive. How expensive should we make it? I don't know. We should make it really expensive. How expensive? $1 a day? No, we probably should make it more expensive than that. $2 a day? No, probably should make it more expensive than that. $3 a day? No, double it. $6 a day? No, double that. $12 a day? No, that's too expensive. What about $9.50 a day? Sounds perfect. Okay, great. We'll do that. You think people will pay that up front? No, let's divide it by 4 so people won't really know how expensive it is. Okay, $880 every quarter. Great. Put it on the website. Are you kidding me? Holy motherforking shirtballs. And people buy it. People buy this. Oh, is it going to be too expensive? We'll put the 2-card option on there. Okay. What? I'm in the Twilight Zone. Honestly, I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. Oh my god. God. I don't even know what's happening. I haven't even looked at the soap. I didn't even think it was going to be that expensive. No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. I don't even know. Let's see what else is it. Let's see how much their food is. 12 Kangen beef jerky, $500. So 8 ounces, a 12 pack of 8 ounces, so 96 ounces is $500. I'm guessing it's Wagyu. I don't understand what this means. 12 packages is $500. $41 a package. So $41 a package. 41 divided by 8. So it's $5 an ounce. That's pretty expensive. So it's Wagyu beef jerky, which sounds premium. How much is Wagyu beef jerky from other places? Oh, I spelled jerky wrong. Wagyu beef jerky, $24. For how much? Is this not real beef jerky? I mean, Wagyu? Probably not the best. I'm guessing this is very expensive. Because it's in Japan? This is in the United States, so it can ship to you faster. 5 premium Kangen Wagyu steaks, 12 gourmet Kangen Wagyu burger patties, 12 artisan Kangen Wagyu sausages, which seems like a waste because that's ground up, but what do I know? $880. So how many ounces is all this? Oh, it just told me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 ounces. 880. $58 an ounce. That's expensive, no? Oh. Thank you. I have no idea, Holly. It just seems wild. Marketing materials. This is the worst shirt of all time. The mock turtleneck. Oh my god. Getting your picture. Is this Ray Higdon? Just kidding. Having your picture on every single piece of brochure. The worst hat of all time. God. Just... Mineral ion shower unit? $3,000? Listen, if I'm putting something in my shower, I want the little digital control that says your shower temperature is going to be 68 degrees for the rest of time. Or whatever. I don't know, whatever temperature you like. And the shower pressure is going to blast you from here to 2 states over. That's all I want. You know what I mean? That's all I want. Oh, I'm sorry. We were looking at the cheap Kangen filters. This one's $6,500. I don't know what this is, but it's $5,000. Where's the expensive ones? This looks the Level Luck Super 501. $6,500. So, yeah, sorry, we were looking at the cheap ones. Back to the video. Subscribe or like the video if you think this is bullshit.
I ended up choosing this business model, and you're going to hear a lot more about this in the masterclass. You're going to hear the full story, so I'm going to give you a Cliff Note version. But I want to really give you a perspective of things. We already told you that when you do retire or you transition, whether or not you're medically just retired or whatnot, it's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough. Okay.
Not only is she taking advantage of military service members who are retired, or dependents, or military service members who are active duty, or reservists, she's also taking advantage of military service members who are who are medically retired. Kendra, you are on the waiting list for the fuck you list, but after the military masterclass, you may probably be promoted to the fuck you list. We're not sure yet, but we're taking a vote. We will be taking a vote on Wednesday.
Okay. Together, my husband's like pension literally pay for my mortgage payment. It doesn't pay for cheer. It doesn't pay for our food. It doesn't pay for our light bill. None of that. Right.
So your husband's pension pays for the mortgage payment. So that's whatever, $5,000 plus dollars. Then the $2,200 that you get, that's $2,200 above that. Then you have free health care and your husband has the VA, which I wouldn't say is great for someone who's medically retired. Then your kids get their free health care that I'm guessing they're going to get for the rest of their life as dependents. What else? I don't know. Thank you for the reminder that we're just going to get another screen grab. I'm not saying that what you get when you retire or medically retire is what you, that you shouldn't get more. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that she's being twisty as hell and using and manipulating her story to get people to sign up for her multi-level marketing company. Fuckery. And not only that, she's doing this to get people to sign up for Enagic, which is one of the cultiest multi-level marketing companies out there, in my opinion. And you know what? Enagic has laid waste to so many communities in Australia. They have tried to take hold of Enagic has just done a number on so many communities in Australia. Enagic can go pound sand, honestly.
In order to survive in this economy, you do have to go get a full-time job, or you have to take matters in your own hands and become a boss, your own boss, right? And being military, you have such solid skill sets that I think you don't even know you possess that can transfer over to that if you apply it in the right way. So I hit the top of my company in a low ticket, and I thought I was living the dream, you guys. I thought that like this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life, and became a pro makeup artist, all the things. Who would have thought? Never used my degree, of course, and something just hit me like a brick wall. I had my grandchildren were born, and I started really reflecting. I turned 48 in June, and I just started really reflecting on how I was spending my time. When you become a certain season in your life, it's like, what are you doing with your time? Like, what happens if I'm no longer on this earth? And I don't know if you guys know this, and you should know this if you're in the military, but I knew this, but didn't think about it because you're just kind of like not in that season of like, you know, if you pass on, my pension's not going to go to my husband. It's going to stop. Like, they're going to probably get some kind of survivor benefit, whatever, but I'm retired. I'm not active anymore. Like, I'm retired. Like, why would they give my husband my retirement? It's like when you're in the military, and it's like, remember how they said your I don't know what they call it now. You're like, they used to call it comrades back in the day. Like your
BAS.
BAS. Like when you're gone, like that's the BAS stops for your family. They'll tell you this is for you and not your family. And that's like with military retirement. Like if something was to happen to me, my husband's not going to get my pension. How is he going to pay the bills? That concerns me. And then also I was looking at, I was pushing these products, and from the outside, I was very successful online, making $10,000, $13,000 a month. But however, if I slow down or stop that,
you chicken nugget. I was making $10,000 or $13,000 a month, and then I was also getting $2,200 a month because I had to split the my retirement with my ex-husband, and then my spouse, when he was active duty, he was bringing in $10,000+ a month, and then when he retired, very recently, he was getting $5,000+ a month on his disability. Someone do the math for me. $10,000 to $13,000 a month. Yeah, we'll just do it together. I'm sorry, we're just gonna take a pause in the pitch. We'll just do on the low end. 10 plus 2,200. Sorry. 10 plus 2,200 plus, before he retired, we'll do the, let's just say 10,000 plus, we'll just do that, right? $22,200 a month. What? $22,000 a month. You're telling me you're not putting anything away? Where is the money going? Isabel talked a little bit, but apparently Kendra just wants to hear herself speak. Kendra, if all you're hearing is me critiquing you, like, please listen to me critique you. You had Isabel on and you're not going to let her talk at all? Come on, dude. Elizabeth and I are like, Kendra likes hearing her own voice. Okay, let's say we look at, I'm guessing Kendra's making it rain. Kendra, let's say, is making, I don't know what she's making now, $2,200 with her retirement. Then she's making, let's say she's making $13,000 a month now with Enagic. And her husband's bringing in $5,000 with his disability. They're bringing in $20,000 a month. Oh, but babe, you can't be doing this every other Saturday, teaching, doing training and stuff for the military and for first responders. You're not making enough money. Hello? This doesn't even cover our, my retirement doesn't even cover our mortgage payment. Does $20,000 cover your mortgage payment, Kendra? Isabel is current active duty. Kendra, former active duty. Isabel has over 20 years. Kendra had 24 years. Kendra was a yeoman. And Isabel is... God, what did Isabel say she was? I forgot, and I'm so sorry. I don't remember. I think she... I don't remember. Live chat, do you remember? I'm sure she'll reintroduce herself on Wednesday's call. She's probably E6, E7. I don't remember what she is in the Navy, though. So Vanessa said in Enagic, if you don't sell at least once a year, your ID can deactivate. You won't lose rank, but you lose all the points, team volume, and future commissions. Basically, your whole business resets. Well, that's fuckery. As an army wife of a 26-year-old old army retiree, I'm just so angry that she's preying on this demographic. She is being so twisty. She's preying on dependents. She's preying on retirees. She's preying on, oh my God, I'm so mad. She's preying on people who have retired due to injuries. I'm getting so mad that I'm forgetting what I am forgetting what I'm saying. Disability retirement. So, like, I think what she was saying earlier is that I think her husband is at 90%, but I don't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Been discharged. You can be discharged from the military because of medical discharge. Sorry, medical discharge. Ignore me. My brain is donezo. We may be sneaking into a call. After we sneak into the call on Wednesday, we're tagging Kendra in this video.
Company went under. Like, what happens then?
No more paychecks.
No more paychecks. And I was like, man, this is great. I'm building all right now, but what am I building towards that's going to benefit my family? It comes to a point in your life, you're like, it's not all about you and the money, but what are you actually spending your time on to build for your family? So you're going to see when you come into masterclass on Wednesday, how what we're doing here, you're able to build something that stays in your family when you're no longer here.
What if Enagic goes under? Exhibit 1, Beachbody goes affiliate. Oh, I'm sorry, let me see. Rodan and Fields. Which ones have actually gone under? Live chat. Let's see. We'll do Exhibit 1. Beauty Counter 2024. Black Oxygen Organics 2021. Thank you to, we'll say, several people, but our number one stan example is Savannah Marie. Let's see. Burn Lounge, Brian Underwood, looking at you. Hopefully prove it in the near future. Advocare, not fully closed, but their MLM arm, Gonzo, Equinox, Bye. I don't know. Lots more. Body's an affiliate, but they're probably going under, in my opinion. There are lots. Oh, Travel Max International. Howdy hey. Goodbye. M Gold X. Goodbye. Let's see what's closed. Let's see. Too Extreme closed. I wonder how that worked out as being able to leave something to your children. How did that go? Great. Nothing is for sure. But a lot of things are probably more for sure than multi-level marketing. Right? World Ventures? Vema? Hello? Vima? John Melton, how's that going? Brian McMullen. Is that you? Gold Canyon Candles 2020? Hero? Let's see. Looking at a fun little list that's just given me iMarkets Live, investing in finance. Love to see it. Let's see. There's actually less than I thought that had closed. Costcott Interplanetary went out of business in the 1970s. I would have loved to take a look into that. Oh God, Liberty League closed and opened as, reborn as Prosperity of Life. RIP. Leah Sophia Jewelry closed. There was one Matilda Jane. I think that closed. There's a whole Numis Network was closed and bought by World Ventures, and I don't know. Let me see World Ventures. World Ventures looks to be still open, but it could be closed. Wild Tree closed 2019. World Financial Group, we can only hope, but probably never going to be closed. Viet Home. Finmore? Let's go. Oh my God. 31 Gifts? Can only hope. Yeah, agree, Elizabeth. Modare? Love to see it. I don't know why that one didn't pop up. John Melton. All right, let's go. Oh.
And I'm talking like legacy. I'm talking will it to your children, give it to your husband, whatever, right? Or give it to your wife or whatever, right? So
why don't you make a trust and invest it and then do all of the legal things you need to, and then whatever. Do all the stuff that it goes to the right people. And maybe then you don't throw a fit when you don't get the Range Rover like your bestie promised because it really, because someone told you once that it was the dog's car and you don't stamp your foot because after your best friend passes away, someone, i.e., the government, takes the Range Rover because it is not legally recognized as the dog's car. Cough, Courtney, cough. Sorry, sidetrack.
It's incredible. We'll explain more about that in the masterclass. But when I really looked at things of that
Yep.
nature,
Oh yeah, the
my
owl
military
one.
pension,
The owl one. Yep. Oh, the girl with the adoption scan. Did y'all watch that video I did? Because flippity flop, they are scam delicious. It is Origami Owl. They operate U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. Isabella Bella Weems, her and her husband had that adoption scandal. We did one or two videos about them. They recently had some other scandal stuff go down. They make me a little dysregulated, so I haven't covered them in a while. There's other people that cover them, but I don't recommend one of the channels because of live chat instability. So, not y'all, but I try to recommend like more safe, regulated live chats for y'all to go into, but be free. Anyways. Yep.
is meant for me to just live. It's not meant to leave a legacy and leave something for my family. I had to change. And so when I saw this compensation plan, when I saw what we're offering here, I was like, let's go.
Guess what? If you get terminated from Enagic, guess what? You get to leave your family. 0%. Guess what? Enagic can terminate you at any time for any reason. And then what would you be able to leave your family? 0 of 0%. 0 of 0%. You haven't let Isabel say one thing. What's up, buddy?
Right.
Oh, did they close the door on you? Sorry.
And same for you, Isabel. Like, how did that make you feel when you saw that?
Well, I'm actually right now I'm thinking about military spouses, right? Because if I had a spouse that could retire me, I would have been like, sign me up. So military spouses right now, if you're listening, this is a business you can do from home, where you can, because most of the time, military spouses do not work, right?
Yeah.
It's the service member takes priority, right? Their working hours are very long, and they're the breadwinners, right? So spouses stay at home, they take care of the children because they can't afford to take them to daycare, right? Depending on
Don't on bases, isn't there daycare available for military service members who are single parents and service members who are married when their spouses work? Like, I've seen every single base we've been to has daycare available. I have questions, and questions should be relatively easy to answer in these opportunity calls. I don't understand why people would be offended about me asking these questions, or that I would somehow be attacking. Why my questions would be accusatory when somebody else other than me would ask these questions. Most Inconus bases have daycare. Yeah, so maybe my experience is like too limited, but yes, exactly. Most Inconus bases have daycare.
Not how many they have, 2, 3, or whatever. So most military spouses go into selling on base some type. So they're already entrepreneurs in some way, right? They either start on an MLM or they, bake, or they're very crafty too, right? So this is for you military spouses. If you wanted to stop your service member from being on deployment and missing birthdays and missing anniversaries, and or doing 18-hour days like most of us do, or 24-hour duties or things like that, or mostly underways, or you name it, you name the situation, you want them to be present, right? So if you're a military spouse right now and you're thinking about like, what should I do for my husband to retire or my wife to retire, excuse me, this is a perfect opportunity to come to the masterclass on Wednesday. We'll show you everything. And
let me be clear. I'm not saying the deployment is rough. And that is with me saying, like, I've never been able to have kids. There's some people that do not want kids. And setting that aside, deployment sucks either way. And some families who have one more or many more, I can imagine that would be wild. My mom, and this is different, my dad used to travel 3 out of 4 weeks of the month. There were 5 of us, and I do not know how she did that. And there are several of y'all who are single parents. Also, the not the yo-yo, but the going from, hey, this is the normal, then the deployment happens, where that period of time where you get used to the new normal, then coming back and you get used to that back and forth is difficult. It's a whole it's a whole thing. If you and your partner and your family are like, this is not for us, you make that decision as a family. Listening to something like this where they are emotionally manipulating you, that is fuckery. And to not even consider, hey, what does insurance look like after you leave the military? What does healthcare look like after you leave the military? Are your finances in a place where you can leave the military? What happens if this doesn't work out? What is your backup plan after you leave the military? Oh, you can't be thinking about your backup plan. You have to really commit to Enagic, whatever. Fuck that. You've got a family. You've got to figure out how to take care of yourself if Enagic doesn't work after you leave the military, because guess what? You get to feed yourself right now. You get to feed your family right now because you have a job in the military. What? And it's so selfish for somebody in Enagic to say, you can't be thinking about the back door out of this. You have to fully commit. Easy for you to say when you're the one making commission off of me financially investing in this and not having a backup plan. Kendra? Okay? If someone's telling you don't have a backup plan, that is not someone who has your best interest at heart. For sure. Yeah. Me, Natasha. Yes. Yeah, and they're like, I'm very like, you're very nervous about people wanting to take advantage of you for jobs. And then if you end up being targeted by other military dependents who are in MLMs, you think, well, they must be safe because they're military dependents. They signed up for this, so it must be a credible multi-level marketing opportunity, which sucks, you know? So, uh-oh.
Talk about the product.
Oh, hi! Ashley said, I'm so late to the stream. My toddler Snark says, Hero, DC. Oh, hi, toddler Snark. It's good to see you. Hero!
Right? How it's changing so many lives. And it's like not even a thing that's been tapped.
If memory serves, neither of these ladies have worked a 9 to 5. Correct. They have been in the military, so they've worked like 24/7 or 18 to 24. They've worked, so they've shamed 9 to 5s, and then Isabel is still in the military, and Kendra immediately went from military to Lime Life by Alcone, and then to Enagic.
On in the United States, right? It's fairly new. And stop selling leggings and stop selling jewelry. There's more to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like something that you can actually leave. And like,
Stop selling leggings and stop selling jewelry, and there's more to MLM than that. Really? You're going to shame people for doing another type of MLM, and then you're not going to say, well, my MLM is actually better than that. Come on, dude.
legacy is just a kind of Pinteresty quotey like kind of word, but it means something different to everyone. So what would legacy mean to you? Like, what are you wanting to leave for your family, right? Or what don't you not want to leave your family with? A lot of
A trust, I don't know, the sense of like being able to sleep well at night, just skills of being able to interact with others and be emotionally have emotional intelligence, problem resolution skills, understanding that not everyone has to agree with you, being able to interact and have conversations with people and have genuine friendships with people where you don't all have to agree on the same things, being able to help someone even if everyone else isn't helping them. I don't know. Character traits that are reflective of being a good human. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. 2 minutes top for Kendra to start talking again. Hi, Ov.
debt, stress, like it's not always about how much you have, but how you can say yes to certain things. And a lot of people stay in the military longer and longer and longer. And I'm not saying like if you love your career and want to be a lifer like me, like I mean, I'm proud of what I've done. But looking back,
if you want to be a lifer like me or Isabel, because Isabel is a lifer, Kendra's like, all the attention on me, all the attention on me. You're not even pulling Isabel into the conversation. You're just letting Isabel talk until she brings something up so that Kendra can jump off and bring the conversation back to Kendra again. In my opinion. What an unprofessional, self-centered pitch to bring people onto the military whatever masterclass. Bullshit talk. No problem, Ov. Anytime.
I could tell you that I had no other opportunity and none, right? And
None.
so if I would have been able to have confidence
in 95 to 2005 is 10 years, to 2015 is 20 years, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, so 2020. So you signed up in the MLM boom? Is that what we're saying? That can't be right. She signed up when she was still in the military. 2015. Started new job at Kendra Adams, 6-figure online business coach. Top enroller, Lime Life by Alcone, 2020. So that's when she must have gotten out. Okay. That makes sense. Just trying to do the timeline. I mean, she got out of the military in 2019-ish. She might have stayed in longer had the vaccine mandate not been mandated in 2020. I don't want to get into a vaccine conversation. I mean, y'all can. With limited scope via the military, okay? Limited military scope. If you're going to have it, that's you know the rules. You know the rules, okay? I don't know. 2021. Never mind. She got out before then. She got out before 2021.
And myself, and know there was something else out there, I probably would have gone out of 20 years.
She was a yeoman. Like, she would have had plenty of jobs. She would have been able to get a letter of recommendation if she worked for an admiral, which I'm guessing she did. She could have gotten a letter of recommendation for any job. She had plenty of skills. She didn't. She could have gotten a letter of recommendation. That's what a lot of yeomen do. If she was a top yeoman, she could have done that.
In 24.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was on the horizon for many people in the military regarding the vaccine that was going to happen, even though when you're in the military, you know what types of vaccines you get that are very intense. I'm not trying to start a fight or a blood feud, or I'm not trying to burn my channel down. I know it's a heated discussion. I'm saying military-wise, there are lots of very intense vaccines you get as a military member that people do not have issue with. And they did take issue with the COVID one when they do not blink an eye at any of the other ones they take. That's all I'm going to say. She did not. She got out before the mandate came down, but a lot of them saw that on the writing on the wall, and so a lot of them got out. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm personally going to say.
Yeah, most people stay in because they don't get kicked out and the pay is decent. So
it's easy.
That's
Easier.
easy. So
oh, good for you. You had a job that was easy. Great.
Most people conform to the those 9 to 5 things, but no,
Yeah.
this is more than 9 to 5.
Yes. I love how you brought the military spouse, because a lot of military spouse, they don't ever have a job that they can be consistent in, because they're moving every, 3 to 4 years.
Or 2 to 3 years, but continue.
And they're literally home all the time to take care of their children. And, even when I was active duty, my husband was deployed, I was active duty and being a single parent at home by yourself. And it is not for the weak,
Yeah.
the military understands that. So if you have to go, like, it's not, but if you had to go have a corporate job, it's like a military spouse who's in a corporate job and your husband's deployed and you're all by yourself, like, they do not care.
Mhm.
Like,
They kind of care. Exactly, Lady Microsoft.
do not care. And so a lot of military spouses won't go get a job, won't go get a career, or they have to give up their dreams, their careers, because they have to support their husband, which it's such a selfless job that you don't have to sacrifice, not earning for your family. We talk to so many couples and so many women who are having that exact feeling, like, well, and they don't know what else to do, right? And then they sell the leggings, sell the makeup, sell the low ticket stuff. And it's just like, well, I'm spending more than what I'm making. So that's not working. You know what I mean?
Right.
I love it. Okay. So, yeah, you guys, listen, this is something that's completely changed my life, financially, and not only financially, but it allowed me to gain back that peace of mind in my future. And I think that's priceless. We're going to hit more on that legacy. We're
Changed my life and my future. I mean, let me ask you this: was your future changed? Like, what do I know? Never mind. I'm not gonna share that because I have self-control.
going to hit more on how you can earn 4-figure commissions your very first sale.
What do you mean, DJ?
And on top of all that, you're going to be able to have access to a product that's literally in 250 hospitals worldwide that can change your health.
What do you mean in 250 hospitals worldwide? Hold on. Is Enagic. Some online sources claim Kangen water is used in hundreds of hospitals worldwide, particularly in Japan, but there is no scientific proof. There's no scientific proof. Yeah, show us the receipts. Yeah, she's sharing information that there's no scientific proof for. So, prove it, Kendra. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
And again, if you don't have your health, what is money? So are you paying attention to what you're putting in your body? Are you paying attention to what you're feeding your children and what you're teaching your children?
Yeah. Got it.
Right. And that's something too, is you're not only going to learn a lot about financial literacy and how to scale and make money babies, which is we hope what everybody wants to do, but also education on the things that you're probably doing right now that are not serving your health. Okay. So without further ado, Isabel, do you have anything else that you want to add?
Without further ado, do you want to add anything, even though I've been talking for 34 minutes and we only have 35 minutes total? But, like, Isabel, do you want to say anything? God, Kendra.
I mean, the only thing I want to talk about is, like, when you talked about this, kids don't come in your sea bag, right?
Yeah.
I can attest to that. I had my children, my girls, later in life just because I wanted to serve, right? And most women now, they prefer their children.
You're not punished in the military for having children. Is it pretty shitty, though, when you purposefully get pregnant to get out of deployment and people admit that they do that? Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Are people just flown in to fill that spot? Yeah, they are. But you're not, like, punished for it. You still finish the time that you signed up to do. What are you talking about?
Right? They're going to sacrifice themselves for their children, right? So this is an option if you're in the military and you're tired of leaving your children behind. This is the best option you can.
Is it the best option for insurance? Is it not insurance. Is it the best option for healthcare? Is it the best option for retirement? Is it the best option for like, I'm just asking questions. Like, is MLM the best option for healthcare? Oh, but like water makes you so healthy. I mean, I can drink water from a water bottle. Oh, but it's plastic. You're getting microplastics. Well, fine. I can go get a Brita water filter and I can filter my own damn water. Well, that's not good for you either. But I'm not joining a water cult. That's probably better for me.
Do to help that, right? You don't have to leave your children behind anymore.
I love that, because when I joined, it was like, well, your kids don't come in your sea bag. I actually had to sign a parenting plan. Like, if I couldn't make it to work, who was going to take care of my kids? And you almost are made to feel guilty. And then you go on deployment and then you leave your kids. And
That was over 30 years ago. Things are changing. Not that they are fully different, but like mental health is changing. Has it changed fully? No. You're not punished for having children like you were. The amount of people that I have met over the past however long that I have been a dependent, the amount of people that I've known who have gotten pregnant and have had kids in the military is extensive, and they did not lose rank or they didn't miss a promotion because they got pregnant and then came back after their maternity leave. Nice, Elizabeth.
it's almost like they make it look like it's a good heroic thing, but your kids don't choose that life. You did. And so, looking back,
Your kids don't choose MLM either.
kids were the first one in daycare and the last one to be picked up. I mean, my kids would be asleep. I'd have to get them dressed in their sleep when I was at the CB command, 5 o'clock, 5:30, lining up for formation every day, and be the last one to pick them up just to go home and get everything ready, get them fed, just do it all over again. It's an exhausting life. And, it's, again, we're very proud of it, but we are definitely, we've walked the walk, talked the talk. We know what worked. We know what doesn't work. We know what's helping people. We hear the stories of which after 15, 20 years, you kind of feel stuck, but it's like, man, I wish I would have known something different. And if I would have known a better way, I would have took a different path. And so we're hoping that this live, we would love to have you and invite you to Wednesday. It's open to everyone. It's free. Someone asked me the other day, is it costs money? Like, no, it's 100% for free. We'll get you registered. Use comment mission, and Isabel and I will get you the information and we'll get you registered. We'll see you then. Yeah, and that's it. We really hope to see you. And again, like, you don't know what you don't know. Keep an open mind. Don't say you're not good at sales. Don't say you're not good at anything like that, because you don't know what you don't know. You're just trained or you're untrained, just like in the military. You didn't get on the bus in boot camp thinking, I'm going to know everything. All you're worried about is you're going to get a paycheck.
Yes.
That's all you're worried about. You were worried about, am I going to learn how to type? How am I going to know how to change, the oil on a P-3 aircraft? Like,
yeah.
I'm devastated when I first joined the military. I was like the fuel queen expert. It was like, I have stories for days.
Oh my God.
Blew my eyebrows off. Like, you name it. And I was like, this flight line stuff is not for me. I'm going to go be a yeoman upstairs and have it on the outside, but it's so funny. So funny. So I know you guys are probably laughing if you're a yeoman right now, but like, I didn't know what I was going to do. And I got on that bus when I was 17. Just trusted the process, right?
Mm-hmm.
You trust yourself. And I know your fight or flight kind of sinks in when you're older, when you're thinking about transitioning, doing something new, but you really, really need to take a self-reflection on really, truly what you want, and not take the path of least resistance, So anyway, thank you for watching, you guys. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, and make sure that you go ahead and comment mission below. And if you have any questions, we'll get those answered as well. So see you guys then. Bye.
Okay, yes, there is a way I think to compare. Let me look. So speaker 1 is Kendra. So let me double click. And then I'm going to go back to text and I'm going to edit the names. Speaker 1 is Kendra. And speaker 2 is Isabel. And I'm going to save and I'm going to search by speakers. I'm going to find Isabel. Okay. So Isabel speaks 39 times. I wonder if I can just export. I might have to do this and tell y'all in chat, like in like a post tomorrow. Import. Let me see how many times Kendra speaks. Ah. Comparatively, Kendra speaks 93 times. I wonder. Because it's not a lot. The time-wise, she does not speak a lot, like, at all. Let me show y'all. Let me just show y'all highlighting-wise. Let me change the speaker view. Let me just change this view. Secondary? Nope. Primary? Okay. So, this is Isabel. Let me see if it's easy for y'all to see. Okay. The highlighted text is Isabel, okay? I'll just scroll to each one. So let's see. Okay, cool, right? Isabel said, oops. So this is Isabel, right? She talks a little bit. Then Kendra. So this is Isabel talking. She got to talk a little bit. Then Kendra's talking. Then Kendra talks. Then Isabel talks a little bit. Then Kendra talks a lot. Hold on. And then Kendra talks a lot. Isabel gets a little bit of words in. Then Kendra talks a bunch. Isabel talks a little bit. And y'all are right. So time-wise, so we start at 26 minutes, 39 seconds, and we go to 28 minutes, 33 seconds, and then Kendra starts talking. We only get to 29 minutes, 31 seconds, 29 minutes, 30. We get 5 seconds that she talks. And we get 8 seconds she talks here. Then Kendra starts talking. So, yeah, I could probably pull I need to, like, figure out how to do this in a timely manner. But, like, so you see up here the 3 minutes, the 3 of 39 results. If you go to Kendra, we have 93 times that Kendra talks. We need the interruption variables. Okay. Well, I can do the pauses. We have 454 pauses. Let's see. Oh, I guess I could do the interruptions. Let's see. We'll just have to do this. I wonder if I'm waiting for the link. And then we'll infiltrate this. When is this supposed to be? 6 p.m.? Hold on.
Bye.
God. 6 p.m. Hold on.
that they pay less. Okay. You're
6 p.m. CST. I need to make a reminder so I don't miss it. Add infiltration. Enagic. Not 10 p.m. 6 p.m. All right, y'all are gonna be there, right? It's not just gonna be myself. Correct. All right. Thank y'all for joining me. I am going to be doing for members only, I will be doing what is it called? A road, like on the road setup. I'm going to show y'all what I'll be doing once I get my stuff, how I'm going to be streaming on the road how I'll be streaming with my laptop and stuff on the road, and then what I'll be doing for streaming the event once we get my glasses. That'll be for members only. And then I'm going to be looking at flights Wednesday or Thursday. I'm just waiting for I'm selling some stuff. So thank y'all for support. Thank y'all for hanging out tonight. Thank y'all for your acorns. Thanks y'all for your emotional pep of the overstimulation station that's going to happen on August 21st. I will let y'all know how much time was actually I know how I can do it. I'll do it in Excel. Y'all are so smart. I'll export this. I'll put it in Excel and I'll add the time up. Y'all are so smart. I don't know what I was thinking. Export to a CSV file. What was I even thinking? Sorry, my brain was like thinking in the background and now here I am. All right. Appreciate it. Don't join an MLM. Back to Enagic on Wednesday. I'll probably stream tomorrow, but I don't. Oh, bomb party. Bomb party buffer tomorrow. Make good decisions. Don't join an MLM. Don't forget to hydrate and take your meds. And remember that eating's good for you and good for your mental health. And I don't know. Pet your floof. Thank you. That's so sweet. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Live long and prosper, and I'll see you later. Doodles. No. Literally, the acorns are acorning. I appreciate it so much. All right. Bye.